Jeez, I can't believe I'm actually doing this for a video. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to the warehouse renovation. I'm very excited to finally get into this office area, and where I'm sitting right now, it absolutely stinks like hell. But for now, where I'm sitting at, there's some really cool, neat stuff in here. Like I see a printer, TV, another printer back here. I think I'm sitting on a whole bunch of documents, important documents. But yeah, we're gonna actually take all this stuff out, jam it right out the door. And plus, not only that, we're actually gonna be working on some lights around the whole entire warehouse. Now, we actually have a special guest. My dad actually helped me out quite a lot by actually buying these LED lights for me. And thank you, Dad, so much for the generous donation. Ish. And plus, not only that, once we get this this office going, then I'm not going to be doing anything too serious about it, like, you know, painting the walls or, you know, putting some like new stuff in here and there. We just want to get this office just functional. That's it. Yeah, let me get the hell out of here. Oh boy. But yeah, most definitely we're gonna actually clear this out, get rid of all this stuff, and hopefully we can finally see the floor for the very first time after like 30 years of this place being thrown around like crazy. So yeah, not 100% sure if I should be more careful, because there's some really sensitive like documents and paperwork here and there, and also I can actually see some names and phone numbers on the wall that I need to be careful not to record that. So be careful. And let me give you guys like a little quick tour. If I could be a little bit careful about it, I'll edit some parts out. But yeah, check this room out. Holy moly. And with my tripod, let me actually try to squeeze back there, see if you guys can actually see all that stuff back there. Oh yeah, look at the good stuff. More good stuff, more good stuff. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, before we actually get into this office, let's go on ahead and actually install some lights with my dad. Yay. So yes, just got back from Home Depot from all these hooks right here, and we're gonna be installing these LED UFO high bay lights, and we already tested them out. They're actually pretty bright and almost blinded me. Yeah, old man to the rescue. So how many wattage are in these LED lights?
300 watts.
300 watts. So those right there are actually a lot more brighter than those ones up there, aren't they?
I think so.
You think so? All right, well, we're about to find out. All right, beam me up, Scotty.
Whoa.
Good right there?
Yep, I'm good right here. Hold it.
Okay, not many people know this, but one of my fears is that I'm actually scared of heights. And I'm perfectly fine when I'm all by myself from heights, but when there's somebody in the bucket shaking around, I freak out. Ain't that right, old man?
I should have took you up 135 foot left.
Oh, hell no. Dude, I had to change my diaper that day. Oh yeah. These things are a lot more heavier and a lot more, so.
New one, a lot lighter?
A lot more lighter, and I'm probably a lot more brighter too. Oh, this is the life, you know? It's so much easier for me not to do anything, and I just, you know, be the passenger of the ride. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, come on, dude, come on. Now, just let you know, the white goes to the white, and the black goes to the black.
No, fella, right?
Yep. The first UFO light. This is probably a bad idea to me to shine a camera directly at the light. Oh God, wow. That's a lot more brighter.
It is a lot more brighter.
Jeez. Oh, wow. All right, one down, a lot more to go. Now you can kind of see how these things right here, these things are probably like 3 times heavier than the ones that we just installed. You could barely see me.
It's so dark.
Well, of course, because the light's off. And plus, not only that, this thing is so freaking hot. Oh my God, this thing is super annoying. All right, there you go. Do I do good?
Make sure you got sunglasses on. Go blind you.
Oh, shit. It is gonna blind me. Looks about level right about there.
Well, you look like it. Yep. Plug it in.
All right, here we go. Hey, check it out. Aww. Yeah, get a load of that, viewers. This is how our warehouse is lined up by just a bunch of plugs and more plugs and more plugs. All right, so survey says, will it turn on? Yes, it does.
Let that be light. Holy crap.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I really didn't want to install these lights. Why? Because I don't want to look at this horrible mess of Pandora's box. Okay.
Success.
All right, back up and get me the hell down from here.
Let me kick you down a little bit.
Ah, God, don't do that. No. Stop. Dear God. Turn the lights on. On. Huge difference. It's a lot brighter. A lot brighter. Yeah, I like that. Spooky ghost. So what do you think, old man? This is a lot more brighter?
I don't know what you think.
I think it's a lot brighter. I don't know. If I lay on the ground and lay there for maybe 5 minutes or so, I'll probably get a nice good sunburn. And there we go. We literally just got all these lights going, and it is so much brighter, so much better inside this warehouse. I can finally see what I'm doing around this whole entire place. Now we're actually going to start going into the office area. But before I do that, I actually want to answer some Q&A questions and also get some disclaimers here and there out of the way. How does bro casually have a skyjack? You mean my scissor lift? So we bought that scissor lift about 2 years ago, and we so happened to have it at one of our properties. We just didn't have a good time to place that scissor lift anywhere, so we managed to get the scissor lift in here very, very long ago in the warehouse, and so happened the garage door slammed shut, and now the scissor lift is basically stuck in here until I finally get that garage open. Out of curiosity, do you listen to music while cleaning the place? If yes, share your playlist. I'm gonna make it very, very simple. I don't listen to music, and for a good reason. The reason why is because that the person just right next door, the previous owner, do you remember this guy? The reason why is because that he's very fragile, and I'm just watching out for him. If he gets a distress call or calls me saying that he needs my help, I'm there for him. Literally days after I posted episode 2 of the warehouse renovation, he called me stating that he fell and he couldn't get back up. So I ran over here as fast as I could, jumped over the fence, I forgot my keys for the fence, and got to his house and helped him. And I was a lifesaver for him. So I'm just keeping my ears open if he, if he needs my help. But as for music-wise, I do listen to my favorite rock band, On Lap. Favorite rock band, love these guys. And just recently, I just joined in with the epidemic sound of getting some really nice, good music. And most likely, I listen to coffee shop jazz here and there. So yeah, check out my description below. Donate what you can, be donated, but send all rabbit things to me. Already putting your foot through the door of my warehouse, why don't you? I see how it is. I'm watching you. As for now, I haven't found anything that's rabbit related. I did find a rabbit trap that you can capture rabbits, which I'm pretty sure that you don't want that. Now, for the one that's a disclaimer and off of my Discord, did you remove the dead cat? After I recorded the video of the whole warehouse thing on episode 1, I immediately removed that cat off camera and bury it somewhere here around the property of the warehouse. I didn't want to record that because that's a little bit disrespectful for the dead, and I respect the dead. And it's unfortunate that the cat, you know, perished in the warehouse when I found it. And so I just didn't want to show that on camera, that, you know, that I found that dead cat. I didn't want to record it in the first place, but it was kind of like too late when I first like stumbled upon it. It was like, oh crap. You know? But yes, just letting you guys know, I did remove the cat. The cat's gone, but hopefully that cat can finally rest in peace. So yeah, I should probably do these Q&As more often. That'd be pretty fun. Anyways, let's actually get back to the office. Okay, so I don't really have a good area to take all this stuff out and just like throw it somewhere. But I do believe what we can do is actually shove all the stuff right here in this little empty spot underneath the pallet rack, just temporarily. But I do want to put shelves up here in the future, but for now, it is what it is. We just gotta put all the stuff right here in this good little empty area and start off from there. All right, so getting through this office, it's an absolute clutter, but let's start digging in and actually just start going through all this crap. Oh, baloney. Yeah, I gotta be very careful not to show too much because there's some personal information in here, so. Yeah, okay, that's a bug. And the more I dig into this stuff, the worse the smell is. It's like god awful in here. Oh crap, yikes. Stamp ink, yeah. The ink exploded and this whole entire thing right here is just covered in ink. Yikes, okay. Caulking cord weather strip. Oh, so instead of like caulking for, you know, caulking stuff, it's actually a cord, so you can actually stick it onto. I think it's expired, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Murder, She Wrote? Whoa. Whoa, okay. It's a whole series. That's pretty cool. Of course, it's tampons. Just a random bottle of oil for some reason. Yeah, mainly I just want to clear out the floor. I don't care about the shelves right now, just clear out the floor. That way I have a little bit of walk room just to get through here. Okay, funny thing. Check this out. This is a vacuum cleaner, or like a little handheld vacuum cleaner. It's a Dirt Devil, and this thing's been plugged in for 30 years, and it's still charging. For 30 years, this thing has been sitting here charging. Never been used for 30 years. That's crazy. Okay, so I got majority of the stuff inside this office area cleared out. I can walk through here, but it's quite of a mess. So I had to pause for a second because I have so much garbage outside right in front of the garage that I need to take it out to the dump, and I'll come right back and then start all over again with the clearing out all the stuff. But before we continue, I learned some really dark secrets about this room. So obviously I learned that the reason why this room smells so bad is because that literally right in front of me right here is that when I first picked up this one box, this whole box just completely rotted out from the bottom, and it was just full of food. Disgusting, rotting food. Oh man. And it rotted so bad that it literally fused to the ground and turned to dirt. So that's disgusting. But then the more I start clearing out this office area, the more it started to get a little bit more weird. So I began to notice that there's a lot of food in here, a lot of cooking recipes, and a lot of pots and pans in this one room. And then one day, it just so happened that the previous owner came by to say hello, and I asked him a question. Why do you have food and cooking recipes and pots and pans in this one room? And that's when he revealed the horrible truth about this room. This is not an office. This is a pantry room. So yeah, this is supposedly a pantry room, but it kind of shifted into an office slash pantry room, and it just accumulated over time and just got jammed up with stuff. So now we know why this room smelled so bad. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. And there we go. We basically just clear out this whole entire office area. It's so much cleaner, so much space, and I'm loving it so far. And of course that the ground looks absolutely horrible. We try to scrape up as much as we can. There's some like pieces of paper like fused to the ground. So I honestly don't know what to do with that. I think I'm probably gonna get simple grain and actually just start scrubbing this floor as much as I possibly can, or maybe pressure wash it or so. But yeah, so anyways, I got some terrible news to share with you all. So I really don't like to talk bad about somebody else, but right now my hands are kind of just tied behind my back and I have no other choice. So basically this is actually 2 weeks right after I was cleaning out this office area, and then everything had to be on pause because she has returned. That the previous owner had a daughter that used to live up the stairs, and there's gonna be some really nasty stuff for what I heard. I'm actually terrified to go up there. And yeah, she caused an absolute chaos around this whole entire warehouse, and I was not happy about it. So moral of the story, what happened is that I gave this person at least 3 months to take all of her stuff upstairs and get it on out of here. And I know 3 months is a little bit long, but you know, I'm just being nice about it. So the first month, she didn't show up. Okay, now here we are in July. Now she finally did show up. She basically just ruined everything of my whole project. The whole entire aisleway that I literally just cleared out now has stuff just piled all over, and now I had to move all that stuff out again. And my whole entire work area that I cleared out from episode 2, just stuff piled all over the place. And oh man, I'm just like really hot-headed right now. And plus, not only that, she even threw her trash into my trash. And you know how the system works for me, that I always keep wood, metal, recycled, trash all separated so I could save so much money. But she didn't do that. She just tossed a whole bunch of trash on top of my trash and cost me at least up to almost like $100. Now, $100 is basically nothing for me, but the point is that she expects me to pay for it. No. Yeah, but anyways, I just have to let it go. Word of advice, you can't always stay mad about something. Can't always think about negative things in the past, because why? You won't get anything done or something successful in the future. So just at this point, let it go. But I will discuss with the previous owner about his daughter what to do, so we'll figure that out later. But yeah, but you know, there is some a little bit light in the end of the tunnel. I want to thank my parents and my friends that actually helping me go through all this stuff. Without them, I wouldn't have got this done in another 2 weeks or so. Nightmare fuel.
Oh my God.
So we literally just cleared this whole entire office out within 2 days. So today and yesterday. So fantastic. Thank you so much to my family and friends. But yeah, I just had to think about what to do next and what should I do to actually fix this whole entire mayhem. Because basically what I'm thinking about right now is that my whole entire episode 2 is completely ruined. So just have to start all over again. But, you know, it's okay. So yeah, that basically wraps it up. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Huge shout out to my friends and family to helping me with this whole project. And also probably just like in the middle of the video where I actually mentioned something, check out the description below. I actually partnered up with Epidemic Sounds, which I'm highly super excited about. That's basically I have all music that I can possibly imagine and not get any copyright strikes. Thank you. Anywho, my name is Randomly, and like always, keep smiling for me. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid.